to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Alexis Loren. I make productivity and lifestyle related videos centered around how you can live both pretty and productive. And if you're new here, I'd love for you to like, subscribe, maybe leave a comment if something resonates with you or you like something. I always like interacting with people that watch my videos, and I appreciate the support that I've been getting in sharing. If you'd also like to support me even more, you can follow me along on Instagram to see behind the scenes of my planner journey, and how I'm utilizing planners in life. But let's get into today's video. I thought I would talk about sort of the pros of using printable inserts, why I use printable inserts, and then how I store them or how you can store them. So yeah, let's get into it. So I'm just going to talk about printables very briefly in the beginning and why I love them. Just give you a little bit of a rundown of printables. So this is last week. I wanted to show you this just because I think it's a good example of what you can find on the internet. It's from one of my favorite shops, Peanuts Planner Co. She has a great variety of freebies. She's recently released 2021 monthlies and a lot of updated or new freebies in her Facebook group. So I'll leave a link down to that below. And I think that you should go over there if you're interested in freebies that are minimal and have a nice aesthetic and you can add your own decor on top of. And that is my first pro of printables, is that you can add decor on top of what you're already, purchasing or buying. See, I've went in and labeled like the date. I've went in and put like a gray brush marker behind the date and then written in black pen. And then I've gone in and I've gone in and drawn all these little icons with a stencil. And if you haven't seen my plan with me, I recorded it in July. It's one of my first videos. It's quite on the longer side, but I do want to film a more updated, condensed version. So leave me a comment or a like if you'd like to see how I've been putting my spreads together in a more refined way, following just, learning how to film and record and, things like that. But that is one of the benefits of printables, is that or at least Peanut Planner Co. inserts and printables in general, they tend to have less fluff or less of a structure, and you can go in and add what you need. So like on the bottom I have every class and what I need to do for every class, and then I have a personal and a social. And then some days, I may want to track my food or have a habit tracker here or put a little monthly calendar and highlight what week we're in, and I can just do it because I have the flexibility of being able to say, yeah, that's something I want to do. And that is primarily why I like printables. In addition, it's so easy to print another page if for any reason you mess up. So let's say, I didn't call Catherine at this point in the day, and I, ended up calling her at 10 p.m. and I didn't want to keep this insert. It's easy for me to just rip this out, reprint another insert, and do it the way that I want. Or if, I messed up or if I spelled something wrong, it's easy for me to just, iterate on what I have in here if necessary. And that's another perk of printables. If you spill something on your monthly calendar, you're not locked into, oh my god, I have to purchase another set of monthly calendars and I've already used, the other inserts. So now I'm out. I just need that 1 month and I can't just have that 1 month. And so that's why I really love printables, is that you are kind of in control of your own fate, in how many you print, in how you print them, in what type of design you look for, and where you get them. It's all up to you. And how they look and how they resemble your life. In addition, printables tend to have less of a processing time. You're able to get them instantly, maybe like waiting 2 minutes, and then you can go send them to your printer, retrieve them, cut them, print them, punch them. And it's just a lot simpler than having to wait on somebody to print your inserts, ship them to you on paper, and then, you know, get them in the mail, and then you're paying shipping, handling, and the labor to make that. So, you know, the planner or the inserts are much more expensive at that point, just because of the margin they're trying to make off of, you know, your purchase. And, you know, as anybody would want, we want to support small businesses. But yeah, it's sometimes nice to just have the instant gratification of getting your insert right there in your living room or in your office or wherever you are in the world, and without waiting for a long time. In addition, printed inserts, you don't get to control sort of what paper it comes on, how it comes to you, how it's laid out. It's sort of, you know, the way it is going to be. Whereas if I wanted this daily sheet, and then let's say on the back I wanted to print Peanuts Planner Co's grid insert, I could probably do that. You know, and I'm able to have that flexibility that I don't get from a printed setup, because it's already laid out for me, in a sense. Another thing with printables is you get to control how many you print, and I think that's a perk of printables, because, you know, I get to control how it prints, how I want it to print. I can show you in my school section. This is a Peanuts Planner Co insert, and it normally has a gridded box section on this side, and I just wanted this. And so I just sent this to the printer and did not print on the back, and just printed, I think it's page 2, just printed page 2. And I was able to just have that, and it works. And I wouldn't have been able to do that had it been a printed insert. And another thing is printable inserts are more cost effective, because whenever I want to print a gridded page or print a line page or print one of these checklist pages that I have in the back, I can control this. I don't have to wait for somebody to send it to me. I don't have to buy more. And it's just much more cost effective, and that's personally why I prefer printables. But I get that the drawback of printables is that you have to print them, you have to cut them, you have to have ink, you have to have a printer, you have to have access to a computer, you know, and for some people that might be a bit of a challenge. You might need a printer, a paper trimmer, and some other supplies. I personally don't use a paper trimmer. I print on regular copy paper just because I'm only using you know, color and stencil, and I'm not primarily saving this, you know, saving it, you know, more or less I'm saving it to glance at and not to, you know, run through a finite comb with. And also, you know, the bleeding doesn't bother me, you know, too much. So yeah, I think that sort of is why I leaned more towards printable inserts. Some of my favorite shops that offer printable inserts are, of course, Peanuts Planner Co. She just put her 2021 monthlies up. If you want to go, grab those. Thrive on Plans has a great variety of printables. SM Plans has a great checklist insert similar to this. And I think it says inbox at the top, so you wouldn't have to write that. She has a great video on, you know, how to print and cut also, or I think it's a blog post, maybe. I'll leave that below if you're interested. And then Any Plans I know has a couple of freebies on her website, and if there's anybody else that I can think of, I will. Oh, Take Care Darling. She has daily pages that look like this, and they're similar to what I was drawing out last week. So yeah, that is primarily why I like printables. And also, I'll just give you an example of this week. One of these weeks, I don't know. One week I didn't like my spread, and so they're easy to just, you know, reprint, redo your spread. If you get something on it, if you mess something up, you're able to easily reprint it. I don't have to wait for anybody to send me anything. So that was pretty much why I use printables. To sum it all up in finite terms, they're more cost effective. I can print as many as I want, how I want them, and also there is no brand processing time with them. And so I'm going to now talk about how I store them. This is a black Filofax Finsbury that I've had since, I believe, 2017. and it is gotten its fair use, and now I just use it to store my inserts. So I have journaling pages, I have pages from the beginning of the year, I have daily pages, I have a flip of, not this, but of August. I'll link that if you're interested. But I just have my pages, and this is how I prefer to store my inserts, is in one of the binders that I'm not using, since I do have my fair share of my collection of pocket planners, just because, you know, I know that pocket is a size that works really well for me, and I like to kind of switch them out depending on my mood and how I'm feeling, and it is something I'm very fortunate to have. But even if you only have one, I think this is a good opportunity for storage. You can also use an accordion file, either from, this one's from Daiso, but I've seen these at the dollar store. I've seen them at Office Max. I've seen a couple of them. I've seen them at Target, advertised as coupon organizer. The only thing is sometimes when you have so much paper, it can sort of bubble. But yeah, this was only like $1 or $2, and I was able to just sort of, you know, put all of my inserts in. I haven't went through and labeled this just yet, but normally it's daily, week on 2-page, week 2-page fold out, week on 1-page, listing inserts, I think that's what it is, checklist, inserts, and some other grid, graph, lined inserts I made. Let me know if you'd also like a tutorial on like how to make inserts or dashboards. I think that would be something nice. Just minimal planner DIYs, that would be a nice video to film. But this is just very inexpensive. You're able to sort of just, I keep this in my desk drawer, and I'm able to just pull it out when I need an insert or I'm looking for something. Another option is to use a storage box. So either a scrapbooking store 4x6 album. I have that, but I'm already filming, so I won't go grab it. But this is just a pencil case, and you can kind of put inserts and dashboards at the top. These are just some extra pages that came with my Moterm, so I'll be set for life and never have to print blank paper ever again. And I just, yeah, that's pretty much what it is. Moterm, blank paper, and some other inserts, and a couple of dashboards from my last setup. So this is a good simple fix. So yeah, if you liked any of these tips, if you want to add your own, let me know down below. I love talking with you. Again, follow me over on Instagram. I've been getting more interested in using Instagram stories and making them nice and pretty, and I have some highlights with takeaways from my old videos up, so definitely follow me over there if you're interested. I also give note-taking tips, planner tips, much more coming your way in the new year, and I'm so excited to finally be sharing. I've been in the community since 2014, but I've never, you know, just publicly like shared my photos or my videos. I've just kind of been lurking in the background and commenting on a lot of people's videos, but I'm happy to just be a part of this community. As you know, 2020 has been a difficult year for so many of us, so it's been nice to kind of have a break and connect with people and comment on their pictures and like their pictures and share my advice. So thank you for giving me sort of a very small platform on the internet, but definitely a place, and I'm so grateful for that. So thank you. I'll catch you in my next video. Have a great day. Bye.